Welcome, friend. So happy to have you back here on your mat to practice a little lunchtime practice with me, or whatever time of day works for you. It'll be about 30 to 45 minutes long. So we'll begin starting seated on our mats. Just take a minute, get comfortable in your seat. And then we'll begin with our eyes closed. So maybe just close your eyes. Take just a minute and think about letting your jawline relax. Letting it go. No tension. Take the stress away. Let your shoulders relax. And then start to deepen your breath, taking nice long, slow inhales with your nose. Exhale it all out your mouth. And then maybe just focus on that breath, inhaling and exhaling. Try to make breath one of the most important parts of your practice today. On your inhale, reach your arms up high to the sky. We'll exhale, gently fold forward to whatever depth is good for you. Just allow that nice stretch, inner thighs, lower back. Inhale, let's rise up, reach our arms up nice and high. Exhale, take the hands, fingers facing, wrists just under shoulders. Let's come into a nice little back bend. Nothing too severe. Just giving it that nice opening to your chest. Inhale, let's rise up, reach our arms up high to the sky. And then exhale, however you want to get there. Let's come into our table pose. Adjusting hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And then when you're ready, inhaling through to your cow. Exhaling to your cat. And just taking a few times to flow through your breath on your cat-cow. When you're ready on your inhale, let's come back in through center. Walk your hands up, maybe a whole handprint just to give yourself a little space. Got to move Kitty out of the way here. Inhale, come into that little half plank. Kind of pull that tummy in nice and firm. And then gently lower down on an exhale. Inhale, coming up to an up dog. Exhale, turn your toes. Push your hips back, child's pose. Just noticing the stretch from fingertips all the way down to your tailbone. Inhale, start to rise up, hands spread nice and wide. Turn your toes under, and let's exhale, downward facing dog. Take a minute, let's walk out that dog. And just notice that stretch from one side to the other. See how you feel. Then gently come back in through center. Let's inhale, come up high on our toes. Let's exhale, walk or step to the top of your mat. Inhale to a nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Let your head hang briefly. Maybe you take a little bind on your elbows. Just kind of let that stretch happen. Neck should be loose. Release that bind. Let's inhale, rise up. Reach our arms up high to the sky. Exhale, take your hands down through heart center. Just relaxing your shoulder, finding peace and comfort. Relax on those feet. Notice how strong they are. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. On your inhale, let's reach our arms up high to the sky. Exhale, we'll fold. Take your hands all the way to the mat and step back through if you can to your plank. Taking just a minute to root in nice and strong. And then on your exhale, see if you can lower down, knees, chest, or chin. Inhaling to your up dog. Exhale, let's turn our toes, downward facing dog. Nice long stretch. On an inhale, let's see if we can take our right leg, reach it up nice and high to the sky. Maybe exhale, bend that knee. See if you can stack those hips nice and open. Inhale, extend that leg out nice and long. Exhale, bend that knee. Let's bring that foot up in between our hands and then gently lower the left knee to the mat. Just getting there to however you're comfortable. Inhale, let's rise up. Reach our arms up nice and high. Push those hips forward so you get a good stretch through the left hip flexor. On your next inhale, maybe a tiny little back bend. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Take a little twist towards your right hand side. Inhale, rise up. Reach your arms up high to the sky. Exhale, fold. We're going to take our hands to the mat. Turn your left toes under. Lift that knee back up off the mat into that high lunge. And then when you're ready, see if you can step back through to your downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. Then on your next inhale, take the left leg, reach it up high to the sky. Exhale, bend that knee. See if you can bring that foot up in between your hands. Gently lower the right knee to the mat. Inhale, rise up. Reach those arms up nice and high. Relax those shoulders. Push forward so that right hip flexor gets a nice stretch. Inhale, maybe you do a tiny little back bend. Exhale, hands through prayer. Take that little twist towards your left hand side. Inhale, release that, rise up, reach your arms up nice and high. Exhale, fold, hands come to the mat gently. Turn your toes under, lift that knee up off the mat. And when you're ready, step back through to your downward facing dog. Notice where you're at, notice any changes. Take a nice deep inhale, come up high on your toes. If you can, float through to your plank. Exhale, lowering down, knees, chest, or chin. Only if it's in your practice. Inhaling to your up dog. Exhale, turn your toes, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. Inhale, let's come up high on our toes. Exhale, let's walk or step to the top of our mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. On an inhale, rise up, reach your arms up high to the sky. Exhale, take your hands down through heart center. Always find that awareness in the soles of your feet, nice and strong. Toes spread wide. Inhale, let's reach our arms up high to the sky. Exhale, fold. Take your hands to the mat. Step your right foot back if you can to your toes. A 45 if needed. And then inhale, let's rise up. Reach your arms up high, crescent lunge. Shoulders should be relaxed. Inhale to a tiny back bend. Exhale, hands through prayer. See if you can take that twist towards your left hand side. Inhale, rise up. Reach your arms up nice and high. Windmill them. Drop that back foot to follow the short edge of your mat, warrior two. Exhale, reverse to a peaceful warrior. Inhale, come through warrior two. Exhale, forearm to your thigh, or then reaches to the sky or extends out over your ear. Really notice that stretch right to your fingertips. Inhale, come back through warrior two, reach it out long. Exhale, turn your toes, windmill your hands to the mat, and step to the top of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's rise up, reach our arms up high to the sky. Exhale, take your hands to heart center. Always regrounding, rerouting, finding your space. Inhale, reach your arms up high to the sky. Exhale, fold, hands come to the mat, step the left foot back to your toes or a 45. Little wider stance if needed. Inhale, rise up, reach your arms up nice and high. Beautiful. On an exhale, see if you can take your hands through prayer, take that little twist towards your right hand side. So only as deep as your body can take you. Inhale, rise up, reach your arms up nice and high. Windmill your arms, drop that foot to follow the short edge of your mat. Come into your warrior two. Exhale, reverse, peaceful warrior. Inhale, come through warrior two. Exhale, reach it out long. Forearm to your thigh, or then reaches to the sky, or extends out over your ear. Totally up to you here. Inhale, come back through warrior two, reach it out long. Exhale, turn your toes. Windmill your hands to the mat and step back through to yogi's choice. You can go straight to a down dog, or maybe you'd like to flow through your push-up. Meeting up in your downward facing dog. Taking a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. This time on your inhale, take the right leg, reach it up high to the sky. Exhale, bend that knee, bring that foot up in between your hands. We're going to drop that left foot to follow the short edge of your mat. Inhale, rising up, warrior two. Reach it out nice and long. Good. Gently straighten that front knee if you can. Exhale, reverse, peaceful warrior. Inhale, come back through to your triangle. Arms like strong into a T. Exhale, tilt your hips, reach those fingertips out long. And just fold to whatever depth is comfortable for you. If you have to bend that knee, go right ahead. Inhale, start to rise up, reach those arms out long. Gently bend that knee, warrior two. Exhale, turn your toes. Windmill your hands to the mat and let's step back through to your downward facing dog. Nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. On your next inhale, take the left leg, reach it up high to the sky. Exhale, take that knee, bend it, bring that foot up in between your hands, dropping the right foot to follow the short edge of your mat. And then inhale, rise up, windmill those arms, come into your warrior two. Beautiful, reach it out long. Relax those shoulders. If you can, straighten out that front knee. Exhale, reverse, peaceful warrior. Inhale, come back through to that T, reach it out long. Exhale, tilt your hips, reach it out, allow that upper body to fold. Think about that right arm reaching up nice and high, shoulders lined up with one another. Inhale, rise up, extend those arms out nice and long, bend that knee, warrior two. Exhale, turn your toes, windmill your hands to the mat, and step back through to your downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. Inhale, come up high on your toes. Let's exhale. Walk or step to the top of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's rise up. Reach your arms up high to the sky. And exhale, take your hands down through heart center. So let's take a minute. Let's really root those feet in. Find where they're strong on the mat, even if you have to adjust to a different space. From here, maybe take your hands to your hips. They kind of sometimes help with balance. So think about the weight coming to your left foot, the hips square and strong. And then maybe think about kickstand, lower leg or upper leg. Think about what tree pose would work for you today. If you can, maybe your arms will reach up nice and long. Good. Exhale, let's take our hands to heart center, turn that knee in. If you have to tap down, totally fine. And then exhale, step that foot back to follow the short edge of your mat. Windmilling those arms, let's come into your warrior two. Beautiful. Exhale, reverse, peaceful warrior. Inhale, come through warrior two. So exhale, reach it forward. Options are formed to your thigh, or maybe you can bring your fingers a little deeper, maybe to the front of your ankle, to the floor. Think about reaching that other arm out nice and long. Maybe you look up, maybe you look down, depending on your neck. Inhale, rise back up. Let's come into our warrior two. Reach it out long. Relax those shoulders. Exhale, turn your toes. Windmill your hands to the mat. Let's step to the top of our mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Let your head hang. Inhale, rise up. Reach your arms up high to the sky. And exhale, take your hands down through heart center. And maybe shake it out. Give the hips a little wiggle. Adjust so you let go of whatever happened on the other side of your body. And then coming in through center again, take your hands to your hips to start. Take the weight to your right foot. Keep that hip as square as possible. Try not to pop it out. And then when you're ready, decide what tree pose version is good for you. Find something not moving in front of you. Maybe your arms stay down, maybe you reach them up. Then exhale, take your hands into heart center. Turn that knee in. Tap down if you need to. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, step the left foot back to follow the short edge of your mat. Windmill those arms, come through into your warrior two. Beautiful. Exhale, reverse, peaceful warrior. Inhale, come through to your warrior two. Exhale, reach it out long. Options form to your thigh, or maybe you go a little bit deeper. Maybe just to the front of your ankle or right to the floor. Depends what your body will allow today. One side might be different than the other. Inhale, rise up, come back through into your warrior two, reach it out long. Exhale, turn your toes, windmill your hands to the mat, and step through to the top of your mat. Inhale to a nice flat back. Exhale, fold, let your head hang. Maybe take a little bind on your ankles or your toes. Just really notice that stretch come right up the back of your legs into your lower back. Release that bind gently. Inhale, rise up. Reach those arms up high to the sky. Exhale, fold. Take your hands all the way to the mat. Step back through to yogi's choice here. You do your push-up or go straight to your down dog. There's always cat-cow. Just finding a little awareness in your practice, in your body. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. And again, inhale, let's take the right leg, reach it up high to the sky. Exhale, bend that knee, bring that foot up in between your hands. Drop that back foot to follow the short edge of your mat. And then gently rise up, warrior two. Reach it out nice and long. Exhale, reverse to that peaceful warrior. Inhale, come through warrior two. So exhale, we're going to reach it forward. So options forearm to thigh. Maybe your hand comes to the outside of that foot this time. Totally up to you. Inhale, rise up. Come back through warrior two. Reach it out long. Exhale, turn your toes. Windmill your hands to the mat. And step back through to your downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, take the left leg, reach it up high to the sky. Exhale, bend that knee. Bring that foot up in between your hands, dropping that foot to follow the short edge of your mat. We'll gently rise up, warrior two. Beautiful. Take your time. Exhale, reverse, peaceful warrior. Inhale, come through warrior two. Exhale, reach it out long. Options form to your thigh. Maybe you can bring your hand to the outside of that foot. Only if it's in your practice. This kind of opens up the hips a little different. Inhale, rise up. Reach those arms out nice and long. Relax those shoulders. Exhale, turn your toes. Windmill your hands to the mat and let's step back through to our downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. Inhale, come up high on your toes. Let's exhale, lower those knees to the mat. Take them nice and wide, toes together, and push back through to your child's pose. Take just a minute, notice that stretch. Maybe those fingers are spread nice and wide. You notice it through your shoulders, your thighs, your hips, that lower back. Using your breath. Then when you're ready, let's gently start to rise up as if we're coming through that cow position. Inhale, starting to rise up. Bringing those hands under your shoulders, walk those knees in, cow. Exhale, round out into a cat. Couple more times at the measure of your own breath. Inhale, coming back through into your table pose. Kind of adjust your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Nice firm from the heel of the hands right into the shoulders. Pull the belly button in. Inhale, extend the right leg out nice and long. Push through your heel. Beautiful. Exhale, see if you can bend that knee. Push that heel up high to the sky. Still keeping the hips square, not tilting them. Inhale, extend that leg out long. And if you can, maybe this time the left arm will reach out long. Finding your balance, looking just towards the top of your mat. Exhale, take the hand to the mat. Extend the right leg out to follow the short edge, the foot to follow the short edge of your mat. Beautiful. Inhale, take the right arm, reach it up high to the sky. Maybe you go straight up, maybe you come into a tiny back bend. Whatever's comfortable for you today. Exhale, fold forward, bring that hand to the mat. And then maybe you turn your left toes under, if you can handle that. And exhale, push those hips back to that half child's pose. So that inner thigh is getting a really good stretch on the right. Inhale, start to rise up, come back in through center, relax the left foot. Let's take that right leg, reach it out nice and long behind. And then exhale, cross it over towards the left, toe joints come to the mat or the ground beside you. And kind of push that hip back, that heel back, so the hips are pushing against one another. Inhale, release, come back in through center. Exhale, take that knee to the mat and give it a little sway or a cat-cow, whatever's comfortable for you today. And when you're ready, gently come back in through center. Readjust your hands. Inhale, extend the left leg out nice and long. Pull the toes in, push through the heel, hips are square. Exhale, bend that knee, push that heel nice and high to the sky. Notice the glute and the hamstring working. On an inhale, extend that leg out nice and long, and maybe you'll take the right arm and reach it out. Find that balance. Exhale, bring that hand to the mat. Extend that left leg out to the left side. Foot follows long edge of your mat. A right hand planted nice and firm, and inhale, the left arm reaches up, maybe straight up, maybe to a little bit of an angle past. Totally up to you. Exhale, take that hand back through to the mat. Turn those right toes under if you can. And exhale, push those hips back. Get that little half child's pose. Just noticing all those different stretches. Inhale, start to rise back up. Extend that leg nice and long behind. And then exhale, cross that leg towards the right. Toe joints come to the mat. And then push those hips against one another and push through that left heel. And notice that whole long stretch through your hips, through the back of your leg. When you're ready, inhale, come back in through center. Exhale, take that knee to the mat. And then if you like, either a cat-cow or a little sway side to side, whatever you feel you need right now. And when you're ready, gently come back in through center. And we're going to walk towards the top of our mat. Maybe take and frame your knees with your hands. If you can, come seated onto your heels. Good. Sit up nice and tall. On an inhale, reach your arms up high to the sky. Exhale, see if you can take your hands back either to your lower back, maybe fingertips or palms, whatever depth is good for you. Just that tiny little back bend. And maybe lift your hips up. Totally up to you here. Always using your breath. Gently lower those hips. Inhale, rise up, come up nice and tall. Exhale, fold forward, child's pose. You can come to it narrow legs or wide. Maybe you rest your forehead to the floor or on your hands. Gently take your hands down under your shoulders. Inhale, rising up. And then gently swing your feet towards your left, lowering your right hip to the mat. And then just extend that leg out, those legs out nice and long. Take just a minute, kind of root in, find where you're comfortable. Let your shoulders relax. Sit up, take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale, start to walk your hands down your legs and just fold to whatever depth is comfortable for you. Inhale, let's reach up nice and high. Reach your arms up high. Exhale, start to lower to the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae. However you want to get there. Extend your arms out nice and long. Point your toes. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. Now let's just gently tuck our knees into our chest. Hands come to our shins. Nice little rock side to side. Noticing that nice massage. Then when you're ready, gently come back in through center. Beautiful. Take the bind over to your right shin. Give it a nice squeeze into your belly. Extend the left leg to the mat if you can, or sole of your foot, whatever works best for you. Continuing to pull that right thigh tight into your belly. Beautiful. And then gently, if you'd like, take your right hand to the outside of that leg. Your left arm releases off to the left. And then on an exhale, see if you can just kind of open that right knee out to the right, but at the same time, pull that knee nice and tight into your shoulder. So it's just whatever depth is good for you, so you're really giving that hip a nice stretch. Gently release and inhale, come back in through center. Take the right hand to the side and maybe exhale, the left hand comes for support. And take that twist over towards your left side. Maybe you look over your right shoulder, maybe not. Gently inhale, come back in through center. Tuck both knees into your chest, give them a nice little squeeze. Maybe a little rock side to side. And then when you're ready, come back in through center. Take the bind to your left shin. And then just release and extend that right leg to whatever's comfortable for you. Maybe straight out or sole of your foot to the mat. Pull that left thigh tight into your belly. Then releasing that right hand, use your left hand for support. Exhale, open that knee out towards the left. And then maybe you gently pull it up towards your shoulder. Kind of a half happy baby. Inhale, release, come back in through center. Exhale, take the right hand for support, left hand to the side. And exhale, take that little twist towards your right. Both shoulders should remain on the mat. Inhale, come back in through center. Tuck both knees into your chest. Give them a nice squeeze. Maybe a little rock side to side. Noticing any changes so far that have happened throughout your practice. So take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale, see if you can really round out. Pull your nose and your knees nice and tight together. And then whenever you're ready in your time, gently lowering your shoulders and your head to the mat. You can decide if you want the soles of your feet on the mat or extend your legs out long, whatever's good for you in your practice today. Take your arms out to the sides, to a T or cactus, whatever's comfortable. And take a minute just to let yourself relax, let go. Try not to focus on anything, but just being in your practice in this moment. Let your breathing become natural. And then just allow yourself to take rest. Take rest. You can choose to stay in Shavasana as long as you choose, or start to find movement in your body, noticing your breath, noticing your fingers and your toes. Your wrists and your ankles. Maybe walk your legs together, reach your arms out long, take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale it all out your mouth. Gently tuck your knees into your chest, give them a nice little squeeze. Maybe a little gentle rock side to side. When you're ready, coming back in through center. And then rolling onto your right side. Use your arm as a pillow into your fetal position. Taking a minute just to notice any changes that occurred throughout your practice. Finding gratitude for taking time just for you in this time to share your practice wherever you are. And then in your time, gently helping yourself up, come up through to your seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders relaxed, jawline relaxed. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale it all out your mouth. Bringing your hands in through your heart center and gently bowing your head. So taking time each day for yourself to find peace and calm and happiness. To find you, just who you are, and be proud of who you are. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining this practice. It's truly an honor and a privilege. May the light in me honor the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any requests for anything in particular you'd like to see, please don't hesitate to message me. I look forward to seeing you very soon on your mat. Bye for now.